So just how we've talked about the importance of stability and security in life, when our parents themselves don't have that in their own lives, either in their relationships to themselves or how they relate to each other, then that, of course, has a carryover into our lives. They can end up feeling tossed about and like they don't have roots. And unfortunately, sometimes what happens in families where there's a lot of dysfunction is parents can tend to either take that out on kids, unfortunately, or they can actually lean on kids for support because of their own lack of equilibrium that they have. Of course, that can have carryover effects on ourselves. It can become a message we internalize where we kind of take on the message that that's how I'm supposed to be related to. So that's the role I'm supposed to play in relationship to others. So we can find ourselves drawn to others who overly depend on us, or drawn to others who maybe somehow take out their anger on us. That can be something that can lead us to then look for relationships like that in the future, because that's what feels the most natural. I find it personally freeing to consider where those messages come from, not in a way to somehow either assign blame or kind of discount them, but it helps me to be able to consider the messages that were sent weren't somehow objectively true. They were actually lies because they were built on a faulty foundation. They flowed out of something that wasn't right, something that wasn't in right order. And that helps me be able to address those things in myself with a lot greater kind of clarity and sense of confidence. So again, it doesn't mean that hope is lost if we've gone through these things and we've encountered woundedness of either neglect or abuse in some sort of way. Instead, it means that there's a lot of hope that's readily available if we have the willingness to do the work of addressing these issues.